Hiya, update for Richie's Road here. Um, Made it to the Shrewsbury Shelter, 4 hour journey in the camper van. On the way here is relatively comfortable, was quite surprised. Had the hot water bottle going, that sort of run out on the way. I love heat near my bum, it sort of dissipates all the tension and stuff. It's really good. I was worried about that losing its heat and being uncomfortable and needing the toilet and that sort of thing, driving in the van, but it was relatively comfortable. And then arrived at a lovely tranquil cottage set amongst nature. I couldn't be happier with the place. It's really nice and away from mum and stuff like that. It's really good. Um, I've been to the doctors, went down there recently, registered with them. They're changing over all my details, sorting out things with the oncologist as well. I do have a scan booked at Mount Vernon on the 1st of September, but it's so far away that I really want to try and get something sorted here and do it here. There's a really good hospital here, offers quite a lot of things. Been in touch with Macmillan as well. They're offering me a lot of complementary therapies and that sort of thing, or should be able to. There's Axis counselling as well. Obviously, all this stuff with my mum's quite stressful. Being away from it now is really good, and I kind of don't want to think about it. I want to get some counselling and deal with it properly. Um, get to where I need to be with it, with my emotions and stuff, and how it affects me, and not be getting too stressed out with that. But not burying my head and ignoring the problem. I do want to deal with this. So yeah, there's a company called Axis in town, and they run a free counselling service. So it's going to be really good. It's been recommended from a girl nearby that came to look at my van. She spent about an hour here and had lunch here and all sorts of stuff. It was really nice. She came to look at the van, and within a while we found out it wasn't quite for her. It's a bit out of her budget, but she had a wealth of knowledge, and yeah, it's really good to talk to her. Really nice. She brought a little dog in as well. It's lovely to have a little dog run around the house. I really enjoyed that. Um, yeah, so I've got to get benefits sorted out. I'm entitled to a personal independent payment, a PIP apparently. So I'm going to be chasing that. I've already got onto that. That's going through at the moment, and I need to have an assessment to assess how much I'll get for that personal independent payment, and if there's any other benefits alongside that. I think there's a grant that Macmillan do, £200 or £300, I think, just for clothes and things like that, just an extra bit of money to get you through travelling about and stuff like that, just a bit of fuel to go into town and stuff like that. Yeah, then this housing where I am at the moment, Amy's mate, it's brilliant, but it's again not permanent. Her landlord is fairly strict. He doesn't want her having a tenant unless they having a lodger unless they've been sort of vetted by him, which is something we could potentially go through. But I think the landlord would be pretty pissed off that she's got someone already in. And yeah, can these people stay here rather than introduce someone new, clarify it with him, and then they move in? I think he'd probably prefer that. So yeah, the housing's not 100% safe, to be honest. I've got in touch with emergency housing. They basically can potentially offer a bed and breakfast. That's where they house families and stuff in bed and breakfast at the moment. They need emergency housing. Obviously, they don't provide breakfast. They just provide the bed for a start. And yeah, there's a bit of a waiting list for it. And if it's someone van on Sunday, potentially I could private rent, but I've got such bad credit rating, overdraft, that yeah, it's gonna show up all sorts of crap, and probably not. I'm gonna have to spend £200 getting a check done as well. It's gonna be a fair old slog. Most people, most places, you went from like I'll start to private rent and then it'll move over to the council. They'll be paying for it, but it's just where I can get straight into a house then. But most places don't want you doing it like that. They want you to pay for it. They don't want to go through the government and stuff like that. So yeah, really need to get some accommodation sorted, or a guarantor or something like that, or if someone's got somewhere permanent to stay. There's a friend 30 minutes from here, but I can't contact them until Monday. They've got an annex on the side of a house, all self-contained. Um, the girl's house that I'm in, her sister was staying there. She's moved out. I know there's no one in there, and I know they'd be happy for someone to move in there, but I can't contact them until Monday, so I won't find out about the housing until Monday. So more news on that to follow. Had some great people being in touch. Genevieve, she's coming tomorrow. She's a reflexologist, and reflexology is where you use pressure points on the feet which correspond to various organs of the body. So yeah, really, really interesting stuff. If you look it up, you can see like a little map of the foot, and it'll correspond to the organs. Yeah, really interesting stuff. And her boss is a homeopath, so I hopefully can have some free treatments through that. That'd be brilliant. Just off people I know. And Genevieve's boat sunk a couple of weeks ago. I think it was 3 weeks ago, and in 2 weeks she'd raised £14,000 from people and got herself a new boat. It's an absolutely amazing girl. She's full of energy. I'd love to record the reflexology so people can see what that's all about, or maybe just a little bit of the reflexology, and a chat with Genevieve would be great. Andrea is the sister of Kate. Kate is whose house I'm staying in. She's going to run through some breathing techniques with me for relaxation and things like that. I mean, yeah, taking all that Oromorph and coming off that, you get shaky. Like your legs just start uncontrollably shaking. And I can massage them and get them to feel alright, but I need to take a little bit of Oromorph just to take the edge off and slowly wean myself off it. But something like the breathing techniques and a meditation guide that was really going to help me come off that morphine. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Then a friend, Karen, she is a narcoleptic, so when she gets excited, she falls straight to sleep. Bless her little heart. She can't drive. It's a serious condition, but she lives her life to the full with it. But she lucid dreams, so her dreams are really intense. And I don't dream. The last dream I had when I was about 13, I think I sort of shut myself off from dreaming a nightmare. And yeah, I've had periods in my life where I've smoked weed habitually, and I've had periods of life where I've given it up for years, and my dreams don't come back. So I really like to access dreams, and when people talk about them, I feel like I'm missing out a little bit. It sounds like good fun, and yeah, it'd be great to train myself to dream again. I've got Amy obviously doing the diet and 24-hour care, general well-being. She's just a star looking after me. She's just amazing. She's just no end of help. She's so stressed, bless her. Like when we first moved up here, I think when we first got here, she was able to just sort of relax. Yeah, obviously it's her friend Kate whose house we're staying in, so it was a good opportunity for her to just chill for a little while and be around people to really support her, and people that she knows and that she's comfortable with, and she knows other people here that have been around. So it's been great, been nice and sociable. They've just gone over to yoga tonight, so yeah, that'd be really good. And yeah, Amy's going to do a spreadsheet for my diet and meds, and I'm really hoping as soon as possible I can run through that. But I've got so much stuff going on at the moment. But one thing I want to do is post my weight every morning. So definitely by Monday, I'll be just daily posting my weight every morning, whatever it is, whether it's going up or down, so you guys can see that, and we can monitor me getting better. So, oops, falling off the edge there. So when I was staying with Angelo and Cheryl, they put me with this guy I mentioned, Lewis. He had this oxygen therapy that I wanted booked. He said, right, take my place. I'll pay for it. Don't worry about it. He managed to sort it out so we could do it together. Went along there. There was about 7 or 8 of us sat in the chamber. As the chamber started to get up to pressure, I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I sort of remembered from when I've been diving as well. Do you have a certain pressure on your bow? When I used to come up from diving, I'd really feel like I need a wee sort of straight away. I have to wee off the back of the boat or something. You don't want to wee in your wetsuit. So yeah, I could feel that pressure building up. It's making me feel like I need to go to the toilet, and just sort of was a little bit panicky, and I had to get out of there. And obviously it's a pressurized chamber. You have to wait 15 minutes for the pressure to come back up. And yeah, it just wasn't a nice experience. It was just too uncomfortable for me. It's not something I could do every day at the moment. I couldn't relax in there. I didn't have my sort of comfort. I had my hot water bottle in there, but just wasn't comfortable. So I had a look on eBay at oxygen concentrators, and a lot of these get installed in people's houses. And then yeah, if something happens to them, then obviously the person gets left with this machine. And some of them are like £1,700, £2,000, £1,500, that sort of figure. They're expensive machines, and you find them on eBay 300 quid and stuff like that, which is still expensive, but it's a great way of getting oxygen into me. And it won't be under the only difference is it's not under pressure. You get 5 litres a minute of 93% pure oxygen. Yeah, it's just that would be a really good thing to look into and get. So instead of using the money for the oxygen therapy, I'd like to use it to get an oxygen concentrator. And then anyone that wants to come and see me or wants to have a go on oxygen therapy or anything like that, more than welcome to come and use it. I think it'd be a good bit of kit for me to use, and then other people can access it too. So really, it's turned into a bonus as far as I see it. I did find one on Gumtree for £100, and I was going to get it picked up and delivered, but I'd organised that, and then the guy the person that was using this oxygen therapy, his father had passed away, so he was organising the house and going through everything, and someone offered to come and collect it that day, so he was sort of keen for it to just go, so he did that. But I'm sure another one will come up. There's ones that are sort of 300 or 400 quid. I can't afford that at the moment. And another thing I've got is this obsession with heat. I really have. I have to have hot water bottle on my bum all the time. Just relieves the tension. And at night I have a hairdryer directed at my bum to relieve the tension too. There's a few, and I've got a little heater as well, a little ceramic heater thing. But it's expensive to run a hairdryer. You know what I mean? It's not a great thing at all. So I was looking at far infrared, and there's these sort of cheap little self saunas you can get where you sort of zip yourself up in this little insulative bag looking thing and get it through that. But it just looks cheap and nasty and like it's advertising the far infrared, but it's not. It's not really what you want. So I was having a look at second-hand saunas. You get one person's saunas off eBay for like 150, 200 quid, something like that. I found one of them and bid on it, but got outbid past 100 quid and thought, oh, I have to wait for that. But upon my research of the infrared treatment, found out that these little, even the little sort of cubicles, you can set them up in your home. You just clip them together, and they got ceramic carbon lamps in there and all sorts that looks great. But you read up about it, and it's not what you want at all. It'll only get about 2 or 3 inches penetrating into your skin, the infrared, which is not really a lot. It'll do you some favours, no doubt, but not the best. So I've found this biomat that uses infrared heat, the far infrared heat, negative ion therapy, and it's got superconducting amethyst crystals in there, which enhance the far radiotherapy, and that gets about 6 to 8 inches into your body. Really works well for people with all sorts of ailments. I'll post some links to this biomat. And it's not a cheap bit of equipment by far. I've actually managed to locate a second-hand one that's in really good condition through someone that sells them. So yeah, they're about £1,500 for this mat. Comes with a controller and yeah, heats your body up. You read the reviews on Amazon and people just wish they had one sooner. Basically, there's tons of research on it. But it's another one of these things. It's an alternative therapy, so they can't say it does anything. because it's an alternative therapy. Even the testimonials that people put on this distributor's website for the biomat, she has to adjust because they make certain claims. People have said that this has benefited me in a certain way, and she can't have that on her website. And I read something the other day in the paper that was like, what, 4 cups of coffee can reduce your cancer, or stop your colon cancer coming back 44%. For a start, what coffee? Coffee's a loose, like, are we talking instant? Are we talking freshly ground from Peru? Are we talking the Frappalappuccino from Starbucks? What are we talking about coffee? Are these people drinking coffee? Were they more awake? Are they accessing more complementary therapies because they're more awake? I don't know, but just to sort of say in a newspaper, 4 cups of coffee a day will stop your colon cancer coming back. It was only tried out on 1,000 patients. These sort of claims get made and they're accepted, but then an actual therapy like this mat that's just, I'll show you the links. You can make up your own mind about it. I'll send the Amazon reviews from personal people to information from the people that make it. You make up your own mind on what it's about, but in my eyes, I've got an obsession with heat, and this thing sounds amazing. I don't know that it's going to cure everything, and I've actually spoken to the woman. She's happy to bring the mat over, let me try it out, and I can give her the money for it. She's not just going to post it to me. She was worried about posting it and transit and stuff like that. So she said, I can drop it off to you in Shropshire, in Shrewsbury, by hand. You can have a look at the mat, lie on the mat, see what you think of the mat, try it out, then give me the money for it. So that's £950. And just briefly going through funds, because I've obviously raised on there is 1,340. And I'll probably write this down because it'd be easier. The finance side of it, but basically, from the money raised, I've got £750 of it left. So I want to use 250 to secure the next couple of weeks my food and stuff like that, because in the bank I've got 18 pence. And I've sold my dad's watch. That went straight into buying a car. I looked at, we have to get about. There's no, I haven't got a car or anything. We need to get about. It's enabled us to go to the doctors, the Macmillan Centre today. It's been great having that. I looked on eBay. One of the first ones I saw, I did sort of a nearest search to here. There's this lovely little Mazda. It only done 50,000 miles. It's a T-Reg. So I ring the guy up. Turns out his mum's got cancer and he's having to come over Shrewsbury. He's from Telford. So he says, I can happily come over with the car. You don't need to go anywhere. I'll come over, see what you think. Turns out he was born in Hitchin, exactly the same as me. His old man had moved to Stevenage and lived there. So that was a real coincidence. Quite a good omen for me. And encouraging that I'm doing the right things. You know what I mean? What are the chances of looking for a car, finding a great little thing, and it can basically just get delivered to you with ease for the same amount of, for sort of 80 quid more than the watch sold for. But it's absolutely brilliant. So we snapped that up. We snapped that up. I've had to pay for travel lodge. I've had to get insurance for the van to get it up here. We've had to insure the car, and we've had to tax the car. And I got a couple of supplements and a vegan one, protein shake, all plant based. That was £50. It's quite expensive. So it's brought it down to that. I've had to spend some money, not on treatments, but on just getting me through, really. And it's really helped. I can't imagine what would have happened if I didn't have that. So yeah, basically I'm looking at selling this van, getting this mat, getting an oxygen concentrator, and I don't know how long the van's going to sell, because I can't let it go for nothing. I can't. If it's Sunday and it's not the money I want, I can't sell it. So that's why I need to just secure that 250 for the next couple of weeks. Then I'll start getting these other benefits come through. And yeah, when I sold my van, that'd be great. But I'm really hoping I can get a scan done. I really want to push for getting the scan done and then getting treated properly. Maybe going to Germany or something like that and getting some really top quality care, or going to GC Math Clinic in Switzerland or something like that. I mean, these are things I can run through with you at a later date. It was quite involved to run through that, so I'll just sort of outline that as a sort of goal, as what I want after my scan. Maybe if I can raise enough money to do that, that would be phenomenal. That would just be amazing. I could get really, really good quality treatment and get this thing sorted. And I really want to run with this thing. I've had someone from Radio 4 been in touch with me, someone that makes programs for Radio 4. They came across my stories through the campaign website, found it really interesting. They're doing a program on different people's lives and experiences and stuff like that, and she really liked my videos. She's going to come on Friday. She's going to clear it with her editor tomorrow, and she's going to come up Friday for a chat and yeah, do an interview. Really interesting. Was just amazed to hear what she thought of my videos. I posted her message on Facebook, but was really happy with that. Really encouraging and great, and yeah, really happy with that. I was shocked to read it, to be honest. Something I really want to do is, for all the people that have donated, is do them a picture. I'll colour it in for my meditation. So meditation, you don't need to sit in yoga position for hours concentrating on nothing. And doing special breathing and stuff. The main thing is to be comfortable and relaxed for meditation, and let thoughts come and let them go. Just release them. That's what meditation is. So you can do it anywhere. You can do it sitting on the bus. Not that I sit on buses, but you could do that. There's a 30-day free 30-day experience on a website I've found that I'm gonna start probably Monday. I've been doing meditation. I've been practicing that, but there's this 30-day trial where you sort of monitor it, and 30 days self meditation of you or something like that. I'll post the link up again. But yeah, if people want to do that with me, that'd be great. See what the results are. But yeah, I've been doing loads of colouring in. So basically, people that have donated, I want to send them, if you give me your address and you've already donated, I'll happily send you one of these pictures. Write you a nice little note on the back. They're nicely coloured in. I do spend quite a bit of effort colouring them in. Yeah, I want to get into drawing mandalas as well. I think that'd be really good. It's nice colouring in, but I'm a creative guy. I'd love to draw my own mandalas and stuff. But yeah, if there's a preference of any picture anyone wants, I mean, I've got 8 here. I know I've got 25 contributors at the moment. If they all hammer me with their address, I can crack on with colouring and get them sorted out. If they want one, do you know what I mean? If they want one, I'm more than happy to do that. I'd love to write a nice little message on the back. Yeah. So yeah, went to the Macmillan Centre as well. They're really helpful. They're going to be able to offer me some counselling and stuff like that. So yeah, really, really positive stuff. But just need to keep sort of getting these donations in, so I can look towards getting the biomat, getting the oxygen concentrator, getting this scan, and getting to Germany and getting some proper treatment. Really, yeah, that's what I'm aiming for. But I've got to concentrate on putting on weight. That's the main thing at the moment. The main goal is just to focus on the weight. Yeah. So, but I'm feeling really positive, really empowered, really strong, really good, really focused. Like I've got a goal, and I want to help people after this as well. I want to get myself better, and if possible, yeah, I want my life to be focused on helping other people through these situations and getting them set up with fundraisers or if I can do something with this fundraiser to set something up where it's free for people. I don't want to be charging people for consultations or anything like that, or use of the biomat or oxygen concentrate. I want to set something up where people can have access to some of these treatments, at least somewhere to come and try them out, something like that. And yeah, if I get an oxygen concentrator and a biomat, anyone that wants to come and use it, more than welcome, and find out about it and stuff like that. It'd be great. I'd be more than happy to share that with anyone. Yeah, so hopefully yeah, yeah. So that's about it really. That's just a quick update. Um, I want to start to do sort of smaller videos, like Genevieve when she comes around, do a quick one on reflexology, and like Karen when she comes over for the dreaming, what sort of breathing techniques I do. Um, yeah, and just sort of smaller, concise little chunks of what I'm actually doing productively. But I've got so much going on that it's quite hard to dedicate the time to keep updating these videos, like because I have to write it all down, and yeah, it's quite a bit of effort. Obviously, don't want to solely concentrate on these videos. I need to be getting better. I can't just be campaigning all the time. But I really want everyone to know how grateful I am. I'm super, super, super grateful. I'm just so thankful, and it's just lovely all the support I've been given. It's amazing. It's so nice, and even people ringing up to come and view the van. I've had sort of hour and a half, 2 hour conversations with people about cancer and health, the sort of things I'm looking into. I talk to them far longer about that stuff than the van, and they're really interested in it. And some people are going through their own problems, and I can offer them the little bits of advice that I'm doing myself. And if they want to find out about it, I've got some information that they can look into, some good websites, some good people to chat to. So yeah, all positive, really, really great. The only thing is the housing, but I'm sure something will sort itself out. Like this car, it just sort of happens. It's like me and Amy are just being. We've got these hands that are just underneath us, and we're walking along, and it's just going like that. That's how I feel our life's been at the moment, and yeah, it's brilliant. It's really empowering, really motivating. Feel really strong, really positive, and I'm going to get through this. So yeah, thanks for listening. Another 10-minute video that's turned into 30 minutes, but hopefully you expect that from me now. Yeah, some more updates to follow very, very shortly next week. Yeah, beginning of next week. From Monday there'll be, yeah, I can post a couple. I can get a couple done over the weekend, little short bite-sized ones about what therapy I'm going through and what I'm using and supplements and stuff like that, so you guys can see what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm going on too long now. But yeah, thank you so much, and goodbye.